This is the Oklahoma Talking Company.
Welcome to the show, my friend. Thanks for coming round again.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Hey, what's shaking, cats and kittens? Welcome to the OKC show. I'm your host, Jason Baffrey, and I am excited once again to be with you here on the Oklahoma Talking Company. And we've got a great show lined up for you today. We have some special guests in, and this is going to be a fun show. I'm excited. And my new friends that I just met today, we just found out about them just a day or so ago, and they are launching a new business that I think you're going to be excited about because I know I am. You may have heard people comment about my my laptop and my Batman decal on the laptop, or if you follow me on social media, you may have seen some of the Batman references, things like that. So, I let my inner geek shine. Well, quite a bit, actually. So I like to have fun with that stuff, and I'm a huge fan of Star Wars and sci-fi and certainly superhero stuff. But my guests today have taken it to a whole other level, and they're doing some great things. We're joined today by Londell and Don Geis, and they are opening a new store in Oklahoma City called My Chic Geek, which is very cool, and we're going to get into more about that. But Don and Londell, welcome to the OKC show.
Thank you, sir. Welcome.
So, My Chic Geek, let everybody know what it is.
My Chic Geek is a traditional boutique store on North Meridian in Oklahoma City that we decided to bring out our geekdom, and it's a traditional boutique store with a geek flair.
So, what does that mean exactly?
Well, we have traditional candles, traditional jewelry, scarves, baby items, and then we also brought in geeky baby items, Star Wars jewelry, Marvel jewelry, Star Wars shirts, Doctor Who, DC Comics, anything for the geek we have. Okay.
That sounds great. And you guys are also part of a Star Wars fan club. Jedi OKC. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so that means you go out and you dress up and you do the whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah, we sure do. Do primarily focused around charity. We do a lot of walks like the MS Walk, Down Syndrome Walk. Some of you may have seen us out at the Oklahoma City Zoo during Haunt the Zoo. Just anything we can get out and get into the community with. The group's been around for about 15 years now. Great group of people, and they let us get our geek side out on a regular basis in a good way.
Yeah, so do you have specific characters that you dress as, or do you just mix it up, or how does that work?
Quite a few.
We have quite a few. It really depends on the mood that we're in.
And how much time we have.
Right. I do Darth Maul. I do Jedi, and I do Darth Nihilus, which is one of the Sith from the video games.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. I'm not even familiar with that, and I try to consider myself a Star Wars fan.
He's from Knights of Old Republic. It's set 1,000 years. See, I'm really a geek,
Yeah.
It's set 1,000 years before Episode 1.
Okay.
So.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
And Don does a Twi'lek, does a Jedi, does an evil Jedi, does Visismar, which is Darth Nihilus's apprentice.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So how long have you guys been into this?
The costuming, I've done costuming most of my life. I got him involved in it, a year and a half ago now?
About 2 years ago now.
2 years now?
So was this something that you came together and were married because of this common interest, or has it developed after you've been married and you guys both got into it?
I think it was hidden until we got married.
Yeah.
And then we went to Comic-Con to see some friends up in Tulsa and took our 10-year-old son, and it happened.
Yeah.
Like right after that, we went to a Ren Fair, and she dressed up for the Ren Fair, and then we got home and got Jedi, and then it's just blossomed from then.
Yeah. One of the cool things about what you do, and it goes to multiple levels here, but the Jedi OKC, as you mentioned, you do some charity work for that, but you're also wrapping some of that charity involvement into your store. So talk a little bit about that, what you guys do with Jedi OKC, how that works with the charities, and then what you're doing with My Chic Geek.
Well, Jedi OKC hosts and sponsors the Spencer's Integris Children's Hospital. So we spend all year raising money for them. We just, for Halloween, these are children that are 24/7 in the hospital, so they don't get out. Some of them are from abusive situations where all they have is the clothes on their back, and that's it when they come in. So Halloween, we raised,
636 pounds of candy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
that we actually the full amount was a little over 700 pounds. So we were able to do 6.5 pounds for each child that was there. So 90 kids. And then the rest we donated to Positive Tomorrows.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and
We do a Christmas for them.
Yeah,
we do
our
a
show that we raise money and contribute money to them, and then anytime we go out for an event or anything, we do not charge for it, but we do ask that if somebody wants to pay, that they donate to the charity instead. And as part of that, we also work with a group called the 501st, which is a Lucasfilm sponsored group that represents the Imperial side of things, so your stormtroopers, Darth Vader, etc. And their chosen charity is Positive Tomorrows. So we do a lot of work with them as well. And as part of our My Chic Geek effort, 10% of all of our profits we're dividing between those two charities. So Children's Integris Hospital and then Positive Tomorrows.
So anytime we come into the store, into My Chic Geek, and we purchase, I'll come in and get Batman stuff or whatever you guys have. And so a percentage of that is going to both of these charities.
Yes,
That's
5% of each. So 10% total, but 5 will go to Positive Tomorrows and 5 will go to Spencer's Children's Hospital.
Yeah, that's really fantastic. Yep. Now, you guys have kids, and the kids are all involved in this now, too?
Yes.
We do. We have 4 total. 2 of them, though, are 21 and 18, so they're pretty much out of the house doing their own thing.
But the 14 and 10-year-old are most definitely into it. Our 14-year-old daughter does Krona from Soul Eater, an anime, and then our son is total geek. He is total Star Wars. He's evil Jedi, good Jedi, and now he's a stormtrooper.
Awesome. Awesome. And I saw pictures, and the stormtrooper costume is just incredible looking.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun. It's more than just buying a costume off the shelf. I mean, part of working with these groups, too, is that you build a lot of these things from scratch. And that's something else that we're going to be doing at the store, too, that we actually talked to some other members of the costuming community, and they also do the superhero school at New World Comics. I don't know if you've ever heard about that.
No, I have not.
But they do a superhero school. It's every other Saturday. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. So not this coming Saturday, but the next Saturday they'll be doing it again. So they do a lot of the Marvel and DC Comics characters. And we've been talking to them. We're going to start doing some classes at our school. So we've got... it looks like lined up to how to sew your own spandex
for your
outfits,
nice.
how to
lightsaber training,
lightsabers, bags, just all that kind of stuff. So,
well, I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the show. I probably haven't, but I have a Batman costume that I have kind of put together myself over the years. I haven't put it on in a couple of years. I put on a little weight, so getting into the spandex is a little challenging.
Right.
I almost pulled it out this year, and then just time got away from me and I didn't do it. But I mean, it's I didn't go buy one off the shelf. I started putting, my own black stuff together and found some armor looking things. And, I think it looks pretty cool. And it's a big joke because my wife, she sews and she's into costuming and things like that. And she, before we got married, she told me, she's like, I'm going to make you a new cape. It's going to be a great cape, because I had actually ripped the one that I had. And it's been almost 8 years, and I'm still waiting for my kids.
Still don't have it.
So I don't know if she's holding on to that so I don't leave at any point.
Right. You tell her you're going to do the superhero school, so you have to have a cape.
I know, that sounds really awesome.
Right. Well, what's nice about Jedi OKC, it's Star Wars, but it also has different entities as well. We have Central Oklahoma Whovians, and we have superheroes and villains. So we have Batman, we have Captain America, we have
An Iron Man.
Iron Man. We have two Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So we do. It really depends. We do a lot of just Star Wars only, but then we do a lot of open genre. So you'll come in and you'll see Hawkeye from Avengers, Iron Man. You'll see Spider-Man.
Yeah,
So.
we have a couple of Spider-Man.
And we have one Batman. We
Yes.
evidently might have a second Batman.
Well, I might consider that. I'll have to shave, but I'd be all for that. So, My Chic Geek, what gave you the idea to create a store around all of this?
Well, I've been a buyer for another company before, and we just decided to open our own. And I think one of the things that we saw going to Comic-Cons, you see a lot of the stores, but then in the background you see mom or dad or the wife that's not really into it just standing there. So now with our store, anybody can come in. You can get your geekdom on, or you can get your regular merchandise as well. So it's a store for everybody.
Yeah,
So-
that's great. So, if Dad's into the comics and Star Wars and everything, but Mom can go shopping for candles and
Whatever.
the boutique style.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's. I mean, it's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
It's a lot of fun.
And we'll be able to do Comic-Cons as well.
Yeah.
So we'll break off. We'll keep the store open, but do Comic-Cons. There's a big one coming at the end of November at Cox Convention Center. So we'll have a table there as well. So anyone can come in and buy what they need.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, you guys are actually, we're going to get this show turned around really quickly this week, and you guys are having a grand opening this Saturday, November 7th, right?
Correct.
Yes.
All right.
Correct.
So you got some exciting things going on for the grand opening?
Oh, yeah. So we open at noon, but the big activities will start at about 3 o'clock. We will have every hour starting at 1 o'clock giveaways. So that'll be going on, gift cards, merchandise. We have a huge giveaway at 6 o'clock, which is one of the app-powered BB-8s, the Sphero ones that came out a little while ago. And then...
Now, what is that exactly?
It is being classified as one of the hottest toys for Christmas. It is an app-controlled BB-8, which is the new droid from Episode 7.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
looks
Yes.
like a soccer ball.
Right.
Yeah.
The
And
orange and white.
So we'll have that to give away, and we've got...
And then we've got, starting at 3, caricatures, face painting. We'll have popcorn. We've got costumers coming. Obviously, we've got a large costuming group. So we'll have costumers from every genre you can imagine there.
DeLorean from
Hopefully-
Back to
yeah.
the Future.
Hopefully
cool.
weather provided.
Weather
We'll have
provided,
the
we'll have
DeLorean
a
there.
30-foot snow
Stay Puft.
Stay Puft Snowman
Wow,
from
from Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. We do have the Oklahoma Ghostbusters from Tulsa coming down. We have the Central Oklahoma Ghostbusters coming as well. We have an Ecto 1 coming as well.
Okay.
Maybe a Jurassic Park Jeep. It depends if he can make it or not.
Batmobile? Got a Batmobile?
No,
I
no
don't know
Batmobiles.
anybody with the Batmobile
Yeah,
yet.
I'm sorry.
I saw one. There was one. I didn't go to the Halloween parade this year, but last year I went to the Halloween parade and somebody had the TV show Batmobile,
okay.
Yeah.
the 66
Yeah,
Batmobile.
and I'm not sure. I'm sure we can find out who that was.
Yeah, that's right. The big one, the big car, will be the DeLorean.
Yeah, that's really
So,
cool.
Our friend Raul out of Tulsa is bringing it down, and he's spent many years getting it
It's
put together.
The Back to the Future 2 version with the Mr. Fusion on the back
Okay.
and
So
all that.
even with the giant stuffed animal of
dog.
the dog.
Oh, how funny.
So, but yeah, great photo ops for anybody, mom, dad, kids.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And what? Tell me the times again.
3 p.m. to 6 p.m. will be the costume characters, but the store will be open 12 to 6.
Okay. And again, we're talking with My Chic Geek, the new store here in Oklahoma City. And you guys are located at 4413 North Meridian,
Yes,
which
sir.
is technically War Acres, I guess.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
We're right next to the antique house that's been there since 1972.
Okay. Well, it'll be a great time on Saturday for the grand opening. Now, you guys are mentioning a whole bunch of stuff that are like local. I mean, I didn't realize there was such a community here.
Oh, yes.
There's a huge community. In fact, I mean, we didn't even mention it. We've got a lot of stuff we're carrying consignment for some of the local artists that don't get a lot of opportunity to get exposure, that are excited about finally having a permanent store. So Sabrina, I always say her last name.
DeQuazy. She does
incorrectly.
amazing lotions, soaps.
Yeah, that are
her
all
lotions
natural.
are called
Papery Nice and is the brand name that she has, and they're Put the
lotion on the
Put the
skin
lotion
from
on the
Silence of the
Silence
Lamb.
of the
That's
Lambs.
the name of her lotions, and it's all natural.
And then we have Stephanie. What's Stephanie's last name? Mine's going blank
Right. Cerny,
yes.
who does some amazing framework and jewelry. We'll have her stuff as well. And then the local artist, Jerry Bennett, who does amazing artwork. We have his prints in the store as well.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And sounds like we might have a few others that are approaching us now, finding out about this, that will be coming in. So a lot of this stuff is usually things that people have only been able to find if they went to a Comic-Con or something like that, but gives an opportunity to also give some of the local people another area to get exposure to their work.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, and obviously we love local things. We love local businesses, and to have another establishment where local artists and artisans can show and share their wares is really cool. So we appreciate you guys taking a step out there and doing that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and just this whole community with the 501st and the Jedi OKC and the superhero school and things that I didn't even realize were going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
It's
a lot of fun. We love the superhero school because it gives kids the opportunity to go and see superheroes as well as reading as well. They do a lot of events with comic books and stuff there at New World.
To promote kids to get interested, because honestly, we have a son who's 10 who doesn't like to read, and to help him, we got him interested in reading some of the Star Wars books, the comic books, and really it doesn't matter what kind of material you can get in front of a kid. If they're interested in reading it, let them read it.
Yeah,
Even if it's not
absolutely.
a standard book. And that's one of the things that the superhero school is promoting, is trying to get kids interested in getting in and reading and, just promoting that imagination.
Well, again, we're talking to Don and Londell, guys, the owners of My Chic Geek. The grand opening is this Saturday, November the 7th, and they have gifts for the elegant to the awkward, and it'll be a lot of fun, and we encourage you to get out there and support them for the grand opening, and if you can't make it on Saturday, then definitely take some time and stop into the store, because it's going to be really cool. And I mean, I'm just excited about the events that it sounds like you're going to have and everything that's going to grow out of that. So it'll be great.
Yes. Should be a lot of fun.
Well, thank you guys for taking time. I know it's got to be a busy week for you. So to take time to drive to the other side of town to come in and talk to us, I really appreciate that. We wish you the best of luck with your endeavor, and certainly the grand opening on Saturday. How can people find out more information about you guys?
They can go online at mychicgeek.com, and it's mychicgeek.com, or they can go on Twitter or on
Instagram
Facebook or on
Facebook.
Instagram and locate us on any of those.
Okay. And don't forget that 10% of all of their proceeds go to help charities, Positive Tomorrows, and then the Integris Children's Hospital. So it's going to help kids. So you buy some cool stuff, you get to help kids, and that's a win for everybody. Londell, Don, thank you again for coming in. Don't forget, check out mychicgeek.com. Go to the grand opening. We're going to try to be there, and you never know when Batman might show up. I'm Jason Baffrey. This is the OKC Show. You can find us at oklahomatalking.co. You can also listen to us on iTunes, Overcast, and Spreaker. Be sure to follow Oklahoma Talking and OKC Show on Twitter, and also please go like our Facebook pages. Have a great day. We are out of here.
The OKC Show is a production of Destiny Creative.